Hello, everybody. My name is Victoria. I'm a senior venture associate at GGW Ventures. Really happy to see you all at today's session of GGW Pitch Bootcamp. This is number 9, if I'm not mistaken. That's really exciting, and super glad to have this audience joining each month. So I will start with sharing some slides, just a little information about who we are and how we can be of help to the founders. So let me share my screen. Is it visible?
Yes.
Perfect. Awesome. So welcome to Go Global World. We are the #1 platform where relevant founders can meet relevant investors. So yeah, this is our main goal, the biggest job, just to make sure that US founders get to connect with those investors who meet your criteria and who would be the biggest support to you with your business. The platform itself works in a super simple yet effective way. What you see in front of you is how a profile page looks like for a startup. What I personally love the most is the fact that it doesn't take forever to fill it out. It's straight to business, has all the most important things such as your pitch deck and your elevator pitch video. So the platform basically pitches for you 24/7. And the coolest part of it is the matching feature. So this is how investors would see your startup. As you can see, your elevator pitch video is the biggest part of the screen, right? So this way, you're pretty much telling about your company right away. And I know that the tax season has already passed, but I mean, everybody once in a while ignores the deadline. So please let us know if you guys need any support with tax filing or even accounting and payroll and other things. We have an awesome team of professionals to help you out with that and support in any way we can. And yeah, as you obviously know, this session is being recorded. Within the next couple of days, we'll make sure to post this recording to our YouTube channel. So please feel free to subscribe and share the videos. And it is my biggest pleasure to present our today's experts. I'll start with Harshal Pathak. Harshal, please introduce yourself, say a few words.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Victoria, for the introduction. Hi, everyone. I am Harshal. I'm an investor for Plug and Play. A little background on me. I have been a 3 times founder myself, with one exit in the past. And then right after the exit, I decided to switch tables, move to the VC side of things, and currently have two unicorns under my belt, namely Zepto and Nothing.tech. Apart from that, a little bit about Plug and Play. We are a Silicon Valley based venture fund. We are pretty sector agnostic, and our check sizes go up to $2 million. That's a quick brief about me.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's a pleasure to have you with us. And moving to Alex Millman. Hi, Alex. How are you today?
Hey, thanks for having me. Couple words about me. I'm from Israel. Uh, I'm helping for the last 9 years. I'm helping entrepreneurs and startups to grow the business, to raise funds, to find new clients, and usually first clients. I'm more from B2B world, so I hope I will be helpful for today's founders and help to, because I've seen like millions of pitch decks, so I hope I can help you to improve your pitch, guys.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And last but definitely not least, Daniel Kislinski, the founder and CEO of Go Global World, who also celebrated his birthday yesterday. So please feel free to leave your warm wishes for Daniel today.
Come on. Thanks, Victoria. Appreciate it. Well, we've created this place to give equal opportunities, equal access to connections, investors, and bright minds in one single place, global world. So these opportunities we give to founders around the world. So take this opportunity today and get out of this the most you can with these amazing experts and investors. As for me, we have GGW Ventures. We invest seed and Series A, primarily software companies. We can go later as well. And the check size about 300K on average. It's not a fund, it's a syndicate. Hopefully it will become a fund in the future. But yeah, my partners are actively investing. And we have a group of companies, as Vic mentioned, about access and a platform to match founders and investors. The only one thing you need to know is that this is a community-driven thing with real people where you can connect, get warm interest, and get help and help others. So yeah, take advantage of this and support people here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Daniel. Okay, a little bit about the rules. First of all, please, guys, keep yourself muted at all times unless you're the one presented or you're the expert. Second of all, most important, please raise your hand if you'd like to pitch. Have your name and company name visible. Have your videos on because we'd love to see your beautiful faces. And please have your slides ready. Obviously, we don't have too much time today, so let's keep it moving. And please be respectful of each other's time. You only have 3 minutes to pitch. Please do not go over that limit because then I would have to take away from the time you have for feedback, which is 5 minutes. So yeah, please be mindful about that. I will set up a timer for each founder presenting. So yeah, please keep an eye on it and make sure that you don't go over time. And in case you don't get the time to pitch today, please feel free to email us. I will also leave my email address in the comment section just so you have it on file, and let me know. I'll be happy to add you to the list for the next session. And yeah, please feel free to take screenshots, tag us at Go Global World on any social media. Use the hashtags you see on the screen, and we'd be more than happy to like and repost your posts. And yeah, make sure nobody blinks. Okay, and that's pretty much everything I wanted to say before we actually start. I see a bunch of comments already. Okay. By the way, I will be posting the list of participants shortly. The first person to present is going to be Justin Ware. Hi, Justin. I can see you already. Perfect. Please share your screen. Let me put you on stage right here. And can you hear me well?
Loud and clear. Yeah. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah. You ready?
Ready to go.
Perfect. Go ahead.
All right, everyone. My name is Justin Ware. I'm co-founder at Camcorder AI. Camcorder AI is an AI-enhanced authentic video workflow platform. So what we do is we just eliminate all of these time-consuming bottlenecks that are required to produce video. So you can go from an 8-hour project to a half-an-hour project or less, allowing companies to scale real, authentic video content. We know that consumers are pushing back on AI, especially generative AI, where things are not real, people are not real. So what we're doing is we're using AI and generative AI to help produce more real content. So let me show you how we do this and how we help people scale up their video production. First is the content library. You give us terabytes of content. Our AI analyzes each clip, and it gives you a full text searchable database. So say, show me all the women running wearing black. You get a full list of all of the clips that you have of women who are running and wearing black, right, working out. You can take these clips, you can share them, you can organize them, download them, share them with people. This is a great collaborative tool. Space Goods, this is one of our clients right now. They're using this with 2 different agencies to just send content back and forth in a hurry. And again, no logging required. You don't have to give it any names, any tags, or anything like that. You simply just take your Google Drive file, upload it to our platform, and you get terabytes of organized data. That's a massive time saver for video producers. We also have the ability to create content. This is one of our storyboards. So you upload a script to our platform analyzes that script, goes to the library that you've uploaded, takes content from that library, and actually creates a video for you. one of the ways we do have generative AI is right here with the voiceovers that we're generating for this content, or you can use real voice from the actors as well. Again, huge time saving, right? Here you get to this point, you can export it, or you can bring it over to a timeline, like a video editor like we have here, and make fine-tuning cuts, things like that. What you might do in something like a Premiere Pro, something along those lines. So again, very, very massive time savings for video producers. Last but not least, this is our tool where you can go in that sort of post-production piece and you can adjust. You can see here, you can take a sentence from the transcript, you can bring it over to here, you can change the aspect ratio with the touch of a button, you can add captions, you can adjust captions, you can export, and you can put this up on social media. Marketers love this because it really helps save a lot of time in that, having to go to an editor and get a 30-second clip could cost $1,000 per clip. Instead, a marketer can just do this within the platform. So yeah, we're very excited about this. Again, we're excited about the opportunity to really be a full solution platform. There's a lot of tools out there that do, the library, like the digital asset management. There's a lot of tools that are editors, of course. There's a lot of cloud-based editors. There's a lot of tools that help you trim and resize and do stuff like that. We help you do all of those things. And we're really sticky in that way because once you upload your content and start creating content with us, and now you have a really nice editor, you're going to go away from things like Premiere Pro and whatnot. Again, my time might be up. Real quick, we are a monthly subscription, $300 per month. We do custom and enterprise level engagements for agencies. So we typically are about $1,000 to $10,000 per month for those agencies. We're looking to raise $3 million on a $20 million post money valuation right now. However, the first $500 to $1 million checks that come in will get better terms than that. So I'll leave it open to questions now.
Okay, thank you so much. Who would like to start? Alex?
Yeah, thanks. How to close this one? Okay. Thanks for the great presentation. I really like, Justin, like you managed to show the platform in less than 3 minutes. That's cool. But like from my perspective, it's not like the ordinary way how you make a pitch, because like I'm not only interested in the platform features itself. I'm also interested in the market. I'm also interested about some metrics, about financials, about clients, about traction, about team. By the way, for me, like maybe on the early stage, team is the most important thing. And I know personally 2 startups that I was involved in their fundraising campaign last year that like investors invested not because of the like traction or platform or I don't know, like technology, but only because of the team, because team was really like experienced with some exit before and so on. And that was the main point. So maybe like for some audience, maybe that's the good pitch. If you want to show technical side and show that you already have something that's working, it's like MVP and so on, that's the good part. And maybe you can add it like as a separate slide to your pitch. So like if you want, you can check it. It's already there is something to use. You like, I don't know, scan QR code and go there to the website and click and blah blah blah. Do it by yourself, or I don't know, like to put something in those 3 minutes, like to tell something more, not only about the platform itself. That's my, I guess, main feedback. But in general, I like the idea and like the startup, and good luck, guys.
Thank you. I appreciate that feedback. That's very helpful. Curious, do you want me to expand on that, or do you want me just to kind of sit tight and for more feedback?
Victoria, you're muted.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, sorry. Would love to hear what Harshal has to say, and then yeah, Justin, if you have any other comments, would love to hear that too.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Love the pitch, Justin. It was pretty spot on. So maybe we can start with what worked well and then what I would tighten a little bit. So just to dissect it a little bit. So you know your market, you know your product, right? I love the fact how you mentioned and created that credibility of AI generated videos not building enough trust for people. And then in the demo itself, this is where I would change things a little bit. I would tighten. So you mentioned time saving quite a lot, but like the starting initial lead off was on the content sharing, not the editing part aspect of it, right? So it is good to kind of just put into perspective that it's an end-to-end service, so you can have everything from content sharing to editing to post-production, right? And for a normal person who's not into video production, it's easier to for us to understand, okay, this is what you are doing. In terms of your pitch, I agree with Alex's feedback as well. So, would love to know what your team has done and what backgrounds you bring in. Second was, how did you feel the need to create this, right? I want to sense that urgency of you saw something inauthentic, or did you see a video that did not relate to you and then you found out it was AI edited, right? So I want to know that. And then one thing, the one like the this is the only critical element that you missed is, who is your ICP? Who are you trying to sell this to, right? And this is where a lot of VCs will connect with you, because a lot of times it's not just capital that they are deploying, they're also trying to add value. And once they know their ICP, your ICP, it's easier for them to just step in and be like, hey, I can make these introductions. So yeah, that's like a really quick feedback from my side.
Thank you. That's incredibly helpful. I appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
So I think we have maybe 30 seconds. Do you want me just to real quick? So I've been in video editing since I was in middle school, and I don't even want to say how long that is, but it's been a long time. My co-founder, the two of us, I think we have 4 exits between the two of us. If we take our senior advisor and first angel investor, that number goes to 7. I am just passionate about video storytelling, and this tool allows us to create real, authentic video storytelling at scale better than anything I've seen. So yeah, our ICP, anybody who creates video content, and it's huge. You know, Adobe Premiere alone is a $4 billion a year platform. There's $60 billion of editing platforms available right now. So even if we can just carve a small chunk out of that, we can quickly become a 9-figure company, and that's our plan in the next 18 months.
No, awesome. I think I would lead off with that, Justin, and
Sure.
last part that you mentioned, that just build trust, and then I would start with the product review. But thank you so much for
Yep.
your.
Awesome.
Thank you all so much. I appreciate it.
Great. The next founder for today is Sunil Ravipati. How, Sunil?
Oh, hello.
Can you hear us?
Yes,
Perfect.
I can hear you, Victoria. How are you?
Ready?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Sunil Ravipati. I'm the founder, CEO of Yota Secure. We came out of Department of Homeland Security last year, and we do cybersecurity. Specifically, we focus on identifying vulnerabilities in software stack. And in the current state of affairs, there are too many vulnerabilities ranked on static score. So there is no real-time aspect, and many of them have been weaponized. And this impacts the critical infrastructure, all the way from software to hardware. And specifically in regulated industry like healthcare, we see that a lot of the health providers and payers get impacted and they're fine. Um, and we built a copilot to help the engineering folks and non-engineering folks to identify vulnerabilities in their software stack. And fun fact, we did check on the latest Python library, just use Python, and then it spit it out that, hey, there are 5 critical vulnerabilities and there are 100 high vulnerabilities. So that shows that how secure LLM or any other application built on Python ecosystem. So we have built a pipeline, uh, getting data from a lot of various sources like NVIDIA, MyTray, and we create our own model and we differentiate by prioritizing the risk. And we also not only remediate, but we also not only identify, but we also remediate patching. We do patching as well. And the use cases are in across the board, regulated, unregulated industry, and the market opportunity is huge. It's about 60 billion. And we differentiate with existing competitors through our AI Copilot, strong EHR integration, and also context aware and prioritization and patching. And the team, myself, I worked for Anthem, leading the cybersecurity. and Sunny, who's a Air Force veteran, and Sudipti, who's doing the sales and marketing. And our roadmap, since we launched from DHS early last year, we have paying customers, and we are also raising 2 million seed round, so that we can increase our sales pipeline, marketing, and R&D as well. And we hope to grow this year to $1 million revenue. We have few in pipeline other than our paying customers. And our customer discovery and feedback has been amazing. This is a real pain point with a lot of the enterprises. Thank you very much.
Perfect timing. Thank you so much. Great job.
Thank you, Victoria.
Okay. Harshal, would you like to start?
Yeah, for sure. No, this was a great pitch, Sunil. Maybe just to
Thank you.
kind of start with again like the positives here. So you know the market well. One thing that I kind of see is how is your what is the differentiation that your solution offers? Because I see a lot of like vulnerability tracking, dependency mapping softwares, and then that's one thing that you should maybe mention in your problem statement, just to make it more pressing and just to understand that a little bit. And the second is how is your solution maybe integrated in like the value chain, right? So where do you deploy it? And if you say you are patching it internally, how is it natively? Is it like, so just to kind of get a clearer idea of how the solution acts, right? And that's something that I personally would like to know. Something that Okay, yeah. On maybe this part itself, if you can just highlight the key areas that you want to show and you actually do really well than all the others, it's easier for us to process all of that data, because this becomes overwhelming at first. But other than that, I think you do a really good job of portraying what the product is. You have a good delivery, and I think like the revenue that you have done till now, it kind of speaks volumes for yourself. So that's a good point for you.
Thank you, Harshal. Yeah, I appreciate your feedback. I do agree on your input that we need to focus on the differentiation, given that there's so many vendors out there. So we are providing a unified management solution. So essentially, we integrate with Zira, Tenable, and other existing vendor tools. But the challenge is being a startup, we have limited resources. So that's where we are kind of working on how we can fit into the existing ecosystem of an enterprise.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Alex, what's your opinion here?
Thanks for the great pitch. I wanted to say that for me, the presentation was a little bit heavy. So like I was trying to follow the pitch, but like maybe because of partially because of the design, partially because of the lot of text and a lot of information inside the slide. So maybe you need to make like smaller version, or this scheme, for example, like the previous one. So like for 3-minute format, it's a little bit heavy, and I don't know, like it's evening already in Israel, and like for me it's heavy to process all this information pretty quickly. What I'm missing, I really want to maybe to hear more about your maybe you have some patterns, maybe you already have some experience, like I don't know, like great results with your clients, maybe so some proof of why your technology better than competitors. I've seen it like a table comparison with the competitors, but still like what do you have like as an asset? Maybe some pattern, maybe some technologies, like maybe some secret sauce that differentiate you from from the market. I'm from Israel. I really love cybersecurity startups, and like it's like a huge market, and I know like they're booming. But yeah, that I guess that's all my feedback.
Thank you, Alex. Yeah, Viz founder is Israeli as well, so I know him. So you're right. There are a lot of cybersecurity companies from Israel, and thanks for your feedback. So for this presentation, this today for GGW, I do agree there is a lot of more text. So I appreciate your feedback.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Sunil. Good to see you joining us again. Thank you.
Sure, Victoria. Yeah, just to add on to Alex's comment, we also do SOC 2 compliance in addition to vulnerability management. So that's where we differentiate by providing compliance as well, like SOC 2 HIPAA, and also cost-wise, we are lower cost compared to the existing vendors out there. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
The next founder for today is Michael Pankovets.
Hi guys.
Okay, give me a sec to find you. But if you are ready to share your screen, please go ahead. Oh, thanks for waving. Perfect. There you go.
Sure. Yeah. I'll share the screen. I hope everyone can see it.
Yep. Perfect. Let's start.
Can I start?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Every time you charge your phone or drive an electric car, it's most likely being powered by lithium battery. But there is a hidden cost sometimes not even measured in dollars. My name is Michael, and this is 9X, European deep tech startup developing sodium-ion battery technology. You know that growing global demand for cobalt and lithium, that are main material for lithium batteries, contributes to child labor. But in the same time, we have sodium that is 1,000 times more evident, 120 times cheaper compared to lithium. So our team is developing cobalt and lithium-free innovative technology for production of battery cells, and it's based on sodium. And sodium is a part of table salt, in case you wonder what it is. So early tests show promising stability and performance. Our patented chemistry eliminates cobalt, lithium, copper, using widely available materials and achieving for now maximum 160 watt per kilogram energy density, with potentially holding 3,000 cycles, ability to operate in cold environment, and cell level cost approximately will be around 50 euro per kilowatt. The making of a battery is a very complex procedure which involves many stages. Our know-how is active material synthesis of positive and negative electrodes. The battery industry is at crossroads. Lithium prices are volatile. Our regulation favors sustainability, at least in Europe, and there is a shift towards EU energy independence. So for us, it creates the perfect moment. Our business model will be generating revenue via licensing fees from non-exclusive licenses bundled with the royalties. To bring sodium-ion batteries to market effectively, ours at least, we are focusing on 3 key strategies: pilot programs, strategic licensing deals with key battery manufacturers, and thirdly, making our sodium-ion technology known in industry via conferences, key industry players, etc. and so forth. The global market is huge, 98 billion euro, and as a European startup, we see potential serviceable, obtainable market of 22 billion euro. Our sodium-ion technology directly benefits cell manufacturers who supply the battery industry in Europe for now. Competition is there. Majority of competitions are based in Asia, and the demand kind of global. We have a great team. We have 4 business-minded individuals backed with 4 scientists, with the support of University of Warsaw in Poland. As a TRL3 startup, for now, we're going to develop working prototype, start creating pilot partnership, and then doing commercial licensing. And in future, building our own production of sodium-ion batteries. So we're looking to raise 500,000 for upscaling validating prototype, for real-life condition for potential investors. And now with potential EU grants, we're in amount of 1 million euro. So thank you for your attention. This was 9X. My name is Michael.
Thank you.
Sorry for being a little bit over time.
Just a few seconds, so that's not too bad. Thanks. Alex, would you like to start this time?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Michael. This is the great pitch, and thank you. It was like I'm not an expert, and I'm not an engineer of like batteries, sodium, lithium, all this stuff. But from the pitch perspective of slides and everything was really, really good. I like the flow and I got all the what you're doing, what the stage, what the team, what everything like from my perspective close to perfect, really. Only one comment I wanted to say, that like remember this startup, what was the name of better place. I googled it. It's a startup who just like tried to build like a new way to change the battery on the car, like not to charge it but like to change it at the station really quick and go. And like they raised a lot of money and like they failed. So like my only comment, just like guys, you're building a really serious thing. Just like be sure there is the market and you're just building something that like can give some value, give some profits, like, and everything. Not like something is dead from the very beginning. That's my only
Oh,
comment.
thanks, man. Thanks, man.
Thank you. Harshal?
Yep. Firstly, I would love to kind of second Alex's point here. I think delivery was spot on. I love the way you kind of started your pitch. Super, it grabs attention and it keeps it on what you want to say. A part that I absolutely love, and it echoed with me, is you spoke about what we wanted to hear, not what you want to say. And I think a lot of founders always get that wrong. They always want to say something, but then they don't think about the other person. Uh, Overall, love the pitch. Had business model, had your team's expertise, everything. Two aspects that I would love to kind of tighten a little bit. One is the competition, and why is sodium ion not being used until now, and what are the benefits of using really quick if you can, right? And I
Mhm.
love the fact that you have a good build up for your ask, but just before you provide your ask of 500K, it would be good to have a line about what you're planning to do with that money. I know you're planning to build an MVP, but is it for the research and development? Is it for the commercialization aspect? And so
Mhm.
that gives us a good timeline about where your product is at, right? So only these are like the nitty gritties about it, but overall, fantastic job on this.
Thank you. I can add briefly, like, so what we asking is for R&D. So we need to buy a bunch of chemicals, right? And we need to pay our scientists to actually finish it in the lab. So yeah, and once we have a coin cell, then it's gonna be probably 10 times easier to find investors, at least in Europe, because in Europe we have literally three players that making sodium-ion battery, and one was recently purchased by some Southeast Asia company.
Yeah.
They're probably going to be out of market. So like pretty much no one here, and the majority of sodium-ion players are in Asia, so mostly China. So when I say about the density, 160 watt per kilogram, this is the leader of the market, cattle, what they offering right now from China. So we are on TRL3, and we are doing it on this current stage. So we're trying to make it even better if possible. So is that answering the question?
Yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted. Also, maybe just out of curiosity, and I know I see we have 30 seconds here. Why is
Sure.
there a density in Asia as compared to Europe? Is it because it's easier to source materials?
In Asia,
Yeah.
I think the labor is 10 times cheaper, and
Okay.
they work 24/7. In Europe, they like to work 9 to 2, then have a break, then 3 to 5, and then they go home. So it's hard to beat like the Chinese manufacturers because they work 3 shifts all the time. So, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try. So Poland and Baltics, where we are, they're affordable. So
Thank you so much, Michael. Great presentation.
thank you, guys.
Thank you. And dear founders, I see your messages. I see that you're willing to present. I will add more people to the pitch list if the time allows. I see you, don't worry. Okay, and the next founder to present today is Sri Chintala. Please let me know if I butchered your name, or let me know how to pronounce it correctly.
No, you got it. Perfect. Can you hear me okay?
Yep, go ahead.
Excellent.
Go ahead.
All right. Can I get started?
Yep.
Hi, I'm Sri Chintala, CEO, founder of MyLegacy.ai. I would like to start off with a personal story. I lost my close friend about 2 years ago, and I came to know about this incident through some friends from other state. I barely had a few hours before his funeral. I was able to make it, however, many of my friends couldn't make it. The problem was no one had access to his device or his friends list. And till date, his family is still struggling to have access to many of his online accounts and several investments he made through cash and crypto assets. Let me ask you a question. If something were to happen to your loved one today, does your family face similar situation? Do you have access? Do you have access to your devices, friends list, and so on? This is a common problem a lot of families face today because all our important stuff is online, and ensuring our family has secure and legal access to our digital assets is extremely important. So we have built MyLegacy to solve that problem. Currently, there is no other platform that offers everything under one roof with the top-notch security, and we use AI to make it even advanced planning and fill the gaps. So today, you have to go to many different platforms to do everything what we offer under one roof. However, they don't offer any security. Even our security is top-notch. Now, we offer very flexible options from a security point of view, and we built everything from ground up from a security that offers a quantum proof for crypto and NFT assets. Now, we use AI to make this whole experience easy and frictionless. The market in the legacy planning is over $1 trillion. Today, there's over 1.3 billion adults, even in top 5 countries, don't have estate planning done. And that's another where the AI can help to reduce the friction. We are going to use we actually have a very flexible subscription pricing model, on that. And that's our go-to-market strategy. We want to go use B2B to C channel partners as our go-to-market strategy. We're already working with employers, insurance companies to get our foot in the door. We have very early traction. Like I mentioned, we have employers planning to use it as a part of employee benefits and insurance companies. We have estate attorneys who wants to use our secure platform for their customers who are now wanting crypto assets, security, and so on. And wealth managers who are also interested in using for their family offices. We have an amazing team in place. I have 30 plus years in the tech industry with several startups in the past, and we have combined 150 years of experience in various aspects in this. We have a very strong advisory board in place that actually consists of wealth managers, estate attorneys, and so on. We're seeking 500K for the pre-seed round. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Harshal, would you like to start?
Yeah, for sure. Firstly, Shri, great pitch. I really like the aspect that it was a story at first. So I know that you really care about the problem and it comes from a part of you, and that's what kind of motivated you. Something that I wanted to see a lot more here is why. So there are a lot of legacy tech companies in the market, and why did you choose the security aspect of it, right? And like I know there's Dropbox, there are multiple Google accounts and everything, but what aspect of security and how do you kind of tie it into your legacy tech? That's something. And I would refrain from using like big TAMs. Usually that's something that is more for me. But I generally, when I see like hundreds of billions of TAM, I'm more keen to see how much market you can capture and what's already not being captured, right? So where is that unrealized revenue and unrealized potential for the market? And that's something that you have to highlight, because it's a very non-conventional industry per se, right? Like not a lot of people are building in legacy tech, and that's why it's super important to kind of build that awareness and urgency for what you're building.
Thank you. Really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Alex, what's your input?
I'm from B2B, so I'm a little bit biased. So that's why when you mentioned B2B, that's like the product is B2B focused, I was a little bit surprised. So did you, it's like, I don't know, like maybe, maybe you have some numbers. So like maybe you see that there is like a big potential B2B, but for me, as I understand it, it's like direct. As I see it, it's a B2C product. And I was thinking about it as a B2C from the very beginning. So that's one thing that was like I wanted to highlight that the B2B part of the business model. And maybe from the presentation part, I wanted to see more as the result. So what? So is just a storage for your credentials, or it gives you a little bit more as a result for end users? So what I'm buying exactly? Maybe I need to go a little bit deeper in schemes that you showed, and there was the answer, but I didn't got it actually from the pitch. So what exactly will be as the result for the customer? Thank you.
I appreciate that. Yeah, 3 minutes, so we can only go so much in that. So definitely, yeah, just to want to clarify, it is a direct-to-consumer product, but we want to use B2B, B2B2C as a channel partner, so we don't have to spend a lot of time to go to direct-to-consumers to get the scale that we need, because insurance companies already sell this as a part of employee benefits, and that's where we could scale to hundreds of thousands of employees directly versus directly selling one-on-one to the consumers.
Okay, got it. Now I got it. I'm not familiar just like with the way how it works. I guess in the US, but like yeah, okay. Thank you.
Appreciate the feedback. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much. That was a great pitch. Awesome. The next founder to present is Emil Yashayev. Emil, can you hear me? Can you please unmute yourself?
Yeah, I can hear you. I just unmuted myself. Can you hear me?
Yes. Please feel free to share your screen while I'm finding your name. Yep, gotcha. Okay. You ready to present?
Yes, I hope so.
We hope so too.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So, hello everyone. My name is Emil. I'm one of the founders of Pictographs, the world's first AI-powered marketing and gaming platform. We also have David on our call. I don't know if you guys could see him, but he's here too. So, one of the biggest questions in marketing today is how do you create an ad that can be both engaging and generate unique non-generic results? Pictographs is the solution. At its core, it's a game that allows users to participate in daily quests that yield unique rewards while giving ad providers and companies the ability to drive unique traffic directly to their product or service, regardless if it's digital or even physical. The unique blend of digital marketing together with our gaming platform gives us access to an extremely broad range of potential customers. Anyone from the casual gamer to a seasoned Web3 enthusiast can immerse themselves within our game. This gives our ad partners access to an extremely broad audience. Pictographs challenges its users with unique photo quests. The quest can range from anything as simple as taking a picture of an apple to as complex as finding that hidden street sign that not even locals may know about. By completing each unique quest, our built-in software, AI software, will validate the image and generate an award according to the difficulty of the quest. Our platform advertisers will have the ability to create custom quests that can further target a specific audience within our platform. The quest can be something like recreating a logo, taking a picture of a product, or showing yourself participating with a particular service or product. Our built-in AI will validate all images using Web3. Our Built-in AI will validate all images, and using Web3 technology, we will be able to manage and track every image is unique. Furthermore, with our software, we're able to ensure that our users are engaged and actually completing the tasks, something that no other advertising platform can offer. Pictographs is very different from most Web3 games. We have a traditional business plan which allows us to have a sustainable market economy as a result of the revenue generated from our business quests, an approach which is rarely seen in Web3, especially within Web3 games. Currently, we have about 60,000 users in our mini app through Telegram, as well as over 3,000 daily active users within our beta. It's currently available for download from both major mobile app stores. Additionally, we were participants in a campaign by Linnea, in which we completely sold out of over 7,000 NFTs and generated over 1.2 million in pre-mints. That was just a bit about the metrics. Our team consists of individuals of various backgrounds, with extensive experience in Web3 as well as Web2. I myself am based out of New York. We have team members all over Europe as well as David. David's actually in Israel right now too. And just some final points. We raised close to 500,000 and are in the process of closing out our round, which will close at 630,000. So
Awesome.
that's pretty much it. I know I was a little bit over the time, but happy to take any questions.
Thank you so much, Emil. And that was a really pretty presentation. Great job on that one. Okay, Harshal, would you like to be first here?
Sure. So, Emil, this was a holistic presentation. I think you tried to cover aspects of it, but maybe first thing, I did not exactly understand what your product is. So, like, I understand it's a mix of gaming and pictures. But
Right.
why is there a gamification to the pictures, right? And I see this platform is kind of built majorly for marketers, but like I would love to know why the users would onboard, right? And so I think clarity is something that I would work on to exactly pitch your value proposition, right? So there's maybe a way to reframe what is there for both the parties, right? And it should always be like a win-win situation when you're pitching to your end user as well as your business client here. And in terms of platform adoption, why? So when you're building a platform, it's extremely important to think about couple of metrics, major being retention, right? When making a customer sign up to a completely new platform, retention is something that matters because they can use it once and then never use it, or else they can just keep on using it every day, but then they have to be incentivized equally. So I would kind of work a little bit on the user benefits aspect and just maybe just on the awareness part of things of what your gamified platform actually does. I know you mentioned a lot about like NFTs, blockchain, AI, but it like what does AI step into when blockchain like I wasn't able to understand the flow there, right? So that's like the major feedback that I have. Apart from that, I think just working around clarity will help a little bit on for me.
Okay. And can I respond?
Yeah.
Sure. So in the gist of it, it is a game. So from the customer point of view, they download an app and they start playing a game. Basically, if you guys remember Pokemon Go, people would walk around, catch Pokemon completely for free. In our game, it's a little bit different. You have a quest, like I'm in New York, right? It could be to go and take a picture of the Empire State Building. By completing the quest, our AI software will validate the image and reward you either with a token or with some other reward, depending on whatever that quest may be. Through that, you level up your character, you scale kind of within the game. And then the advertisers come into it. Let's say I opened up a new restaurant and I want to get somebody to actually come into my restaurant physically and buy a beer, for example. One of the quests can be to people local to the area would be to come into the restaurant, purchase a beer, take a picture of it, and then they would be rewarded for that using, again, the AI validation service. So I don't know if that helps a little bit with the clarity of what it actually would look like and how it could benefit both the consumer as well as the business.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I wanted just to add quickly. First of all, thanks for the beautiful slides and great pitch. What you can improve? First of all, you can, I guess, simplify the pitch itself and stop reading and pitch by your own words. I'm not like the native speaker, as you can hear, but still I'm sure that your English is pretty good, and you can make it with emotions, with your own thoughts, with your own words, but it will be much more easy to comprehend such style than reading. It's, I don't know, it's my I guess so. It's better to do like that. I also wanted to say Web3 gaming. Guess what I wanted to say. Okay, let's keep it like that. So and Web3. Maybe I wanted to ask you about or just say that I wanted to see more about Web3 part. So as I understand, there will be token, and you can just
So there.
But
Sorry.
But you need to be, I guess, careful. Again, I'm from Israel, and in my context, if you pay some tokens, right, for going around and making some photos of some buildings, it's a little bit strange. But it should be I guess in the right way, maybe with some rules or something, that you cannot go, I don't know, around airport and make some photos. But yeah.
So really quickly, thank you for the input. And I just want to say that for about a year and a half now, we've had an MVP that was completely off chain. It wasn't our beta app, which we currently have that you could download, and people played, completely for free, and our potential was extremely, extremely high. So you would be surprised how many different types of potatoes, apples, yogurts people would take a picture of, and they really were enjoying the game. So we have some anti-cheat mechanics to kind of go over the concern of what you were saying, and it's a bit more structured and less broad than just taking pictures of buildings or apples or things like that. It really is a fun and interactive game, and I encourage everyone to download it and try it for yourselves. And if anyone has any further questions, my contacts are here. So thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, Emil. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, the next founder for today is Adai Fonseca. I hope I pronounced your name right.
That was pretty good. That was fun. I'm impressed.
Thank you so much. Okay, awesome. So whenever you're ready, the time starts now.
Okay, I'm sharing my screen. Should we see it now? Yes?
Yep.
All right. In the golden age of content, time management and monetization are still two of the creators' biggest concerns. It's time to change that. Welcome to Manichi, the evolution of social media and online shopping. I'm Adai Fonseca, co-founder and CEO. There are over 5.2 billion social media users globally. In fact, over 94% of the world's internet users are on social media. That's 6.5 new potential Manichi users every second. So what's the problem? The global creator market is booming, with an increase of over 300% since 2021. But booming for who? 96% make less than $100,000 a year, despite generating hundreds of billions of dollars for tech platforms. And 66% rely on one revenue source, brand deals. Forget managing multiple platforms to connect with users. We invert the dynamic and bring everything together in one ecosystem. Manichi allows creators to monetize their entire business, not just subscribers. By giving them 360-degree content control, creators can earn on content, merchandise, brand partnerships, ticketed events, and NFTs all in one location. In short, we save creators time and money. No more click the link on the bio. With one click, users can buy anything on the screen in real time. Creators have influenced the way people shop, and major brands are taking note. Influencer marketing has increased 143% over the past 4 years, resulting in an average industry spend of $3.5 million influencer marketing, leading to 1 in 4 social media users buying on social media, a 40% year-over-year growth. Manichi makes up to 30% per transaction and offers free and subscription models ranging from $99 to $4.99 a month. The average creator that generates $26,000 per year gives us a 59% gross margin, allowing us to recoup the cost of the content creator within the first 3 months. Future revenue options include ad marketing, white label, and user subscriptions. We've conducted over 60 live testing, generating around $50,000 that we've reinvested into new features and AI updates. We were nominated for Tampa's Tech Awards and have a design partner and early user waitlist ready to go. Our competitors are entrenched and dominate the space, but each has limitations that are driving creators to explore other options. YouTube and Twitch own your content and user base, but Twitch, the more you work, the less you make. Patreon gives you more control, but fees scale with your user base. Rumble is a niche audience, but it does offer revenue share. On Manichi, creators can own the content and user base, and their revenue is scalable. I am a retired veteran, 2 times founder, and former global project manager. My co-founder, Arun, has 25 years leading engineering teams and a 3 times founder, and collectively the team has 3 successful exits and IPO and M&A experience. So I'll just end it with thank you very much, and join us on the journey from independence to independence.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Great presentation. Alex, would you like to go first?
Yeah, sure. Thanks. Thank you for the great pitch. I think that for me, the best question is that how are you going to attract new users, like new creators and new audience? Like how you can compete with, I don't know, TikTok, Instagram, and all others right now. It's like a really big deal, I guess. It's I don't know, like to be installed on your iPhone or Android smartphone. Today, it's like a big deal, and to compete for attention with all other big apps. So, like maybe if you can add this particular part to your pitch, so if you can show that you have the plan how to compete with them and how to attract, I don't know, like first million, couple million users from both sides, like creators and users. That's what I wanted to see in such kind of pitch, I guess. Yeah, and in general, it's I understand what you're doing, understand the idea, everything clear, good slides, everything's fine from that perspective.
What a great question. Normally on the 5-minute pitch, we have the go-to-market slide and we go a little bit deeper. So that question would have been answered, and I would love to schedule a call with you after so I can show you the full deck.
Thank you.
Awesome. Harshal, what's your opinion here?
Yep. Awesome. Firstly, great pitch here. Clearly, you have done the groundwork to see what elements and components go into this. So I would say that like I can see a strong research backing this. A couple of just 2 points that I would improve and tighten here is you led off with metrics, some really good metrics. There were some vanity metrics, but that's completely okay. Sometimes it helps different perspectives. Main is there are a lot of where does your IP lie is where I am thinking. So where is your differentiation? Alex touched on a very interesting point here is the go-to-market aspect, right? And a lot of times platforms in this space have users as their IP, right? And it's difficult to kind of have that. So amount of content creators on your platform or the technology behind the platform itself. I would love to know a little bit more about that. And if you scale and if there is a competitor that comes up, how are you going to go head on with them rather than getting defeated by them, right? And second is scalability. So I see live events as one of the way that you intend to do the engagements, right? But then when any venture investor looks at things, the first thing is how will you scale, right? And ideal scenario for $1 billion company is 100 million ARR. So how do you kind of achieve those kind of metrics? And if you can kind of work your way back down and also mention a little bit about your vision of how you plan to have that would be extremely helpful. But I think you are in the right direction as of now. Yeah. So and a little bit about maybe the technology itself. I see you are also matching brands to creators if I'm not wrong. That's what I saw on the platform. So maybe do you curate those matches? What is the main workload that you take off of the influencers, or else the people, is something that I would love to know as well. And that if it's easier to integrate in the pitch rather than just as a follow-up question.
Yeah, absolutely. Both great points, both great questions. Things that we kind of dig a little bit deeper in when we do a more typical 5 minutes, but on a 3 minute, real quick. I think users follow content, not platforms necessarily. And you mentioned like TikTok, Instagram; those aren't real direct competitors to ours. They're more short form, pictures, short videos. We're more intermediate, long form videos, such as YouTube, Patreon, that kind of atmosphere. Regarding the brand or marketing, we have a very strong relationship within the content creator space. We have a strong pool of early adopters that are following anywhere from 200,000 to 1 million. And there is a plan in place. Would love to explore deeper. Maybe not today, but on some other time. But great questions, and appreciate very much the feedback.
Thank you so much. The next founder for today is Dr. Christine Sauer.
Hi, I'll share my screen.
Yes, let me find you real quick. You should be somewhere in here. Sorry, just a second. We can see your screen already.
Okay.
So
my story, short and sweet. In my first career was as a physician and a naturopath in Germany. I got sick. I had to be on disability for 20 years. I reinvented myself about 10 years ago, decided to go as a health and wellness coach, went promptly bankrupt because I had no idea what I was doing. AI came along about 6 weeks ago. I partnered with my partner, Gary Daniel, and we invented the AI Wellness Universe. And now we have a platform. It's a two-sided B2B2C platform, helping wellness providers connect with seekers in a platform powered by AI. We elevate holistic wellness through AI. There's nothing like that on the marketplace, where we are really revolutionizing everything. We want to connect health coaches and wellness entrepreneurs with their ideal clients by using next generation AI technology, and we can elevate it. The problem is that all holistic wellness provider, especially online, struggle with client acquisition. They spend 80% or more of their time seeking clients, and their expertise remains underutilized. They have very high failure rates. More than 75% fail within 2 years, 90% within 5 years. And marketing is the largest struggle because nobody knows it when they come from the corporate world. Especially women over 40 that come from the corporate world and want a second career, they face unique challenges, and we lack tech and marketing support. And now with AI, the dream can come true. It is a 4.5 trillion industry in the holistic health and wellness. We can handle AI-powered growth. Automation handles client matching and business operations. Practitioners can focus on their passion, not just on marketing, which helps enormous. Our solution in the AI Wellness Universe include an AI Wellness Connector app. We have a prototype on the domain 5dwellness.org. It matches providers with their ideal clients. Then we have AI agents that can handle scheduling, follow-up, and client communication. We already have a digital community with a supportive network for knowledge and sharing and automation tools. We also have content creation tools that we are already offering, and we have over 40 people that already are paying members every month. For sponsors, the benefit, of course, would be to social impact, because you would contribute to elevating wellness. And in the real universe, you would support female entrepreneurs and holistic health at scale, the brand visibility. We are rapidly growing. The market is very much aligned because nobody does cutting-edge innovation in a non-profit holistic health setting. And the project goals are: we need a little bit help with the tech development. It's already working well, but it needs better integrated, and the apps need refinement. It works on mobile, it works online. We need, of course, people, AI specialists, community managers, and we need help with marketing. Growth potential is immense, and so we would love to have you as a partner. And this is our website. I don't know if you can click on it here, but I'll be happy to put that in. We have already a provider enrollment site with getclients.ai.org and 5dwellness.org. I can show you a little preview. This is the existing website with the tools. This is a dashboard of the lead generation AI tool. And this is the dashboard of the connector connecting, and it actually works. Wellness providers can enter the profile, seekers can. Thank you.
Time is up. Thank you so much, Christine. I'll back Victoria for a second. What about Alex and Harshal? What they gonna ask? It's very interesting. So let's start with Alex. Alex, do you have anything in mind? Any questions?
Maybe like not a question, but a small comment. I was involved in wellness startup Capsule Lab for like a couple of years, and we raised $3.5 million, something like that. And we pitched like I don't know like how many times, like hundreds of times to different investors. And once we got really straightforward feedback about our market estimation, and I was like like a little bit not like shocked, but like it was so like what I wanted to say, it's like you mentioned on your one of the slides that like it's $4.5 trillion market, which is like a huge one, but maybe it's better to evaluate a real market, your accessible market, that something that you really can reach. So like because 4.5 trillion looks like enormous number, but maybe it's better to show something that's realistic and can be achieved I don't know, like in the near future or something like that. So that's my comment. That's something that I mentioned during the pitch.
Yes. So thank you, Harshal. Would you like to say what's your feedback?
Absolutely. So, a great presentation, Christine. There are a couple of comments as well as questions here. So maybe I'll start off with this is uh, you mentioned AI agents and then AI connector. Like what aspect of your business is AI agents? Do you have like initial AI support that they chat with, and then it connects to a wellness person, or how does that go? Because it's a little confusing for me right now.
The way it's supposed to work is wellness providers create the profile on the platform, and wellness seekers do the same. And the AI agent goes in and looks at the criteria with the required cost and everything, and connects them with suitable wellness providers, gives them an option to contact them and book a call.
Okay. Okay. So when the connector piece comes into play, I think one point that I want to kind of highlight on is the business model itself. There was no mention of the business model, and usually from like VCs are essentially pattern matching machines, right? Like all the 100 pitches that we hear in a month, we kind of match patterns here. One thing, how so because I know connecting it comes with like razor thin margins. So how are you essentially planning to monetize it is something that I would love to see in that pitch. Also, what are your running and operating costs? Because having an AI connect, it's I'm assuming you're using one of the open source or one of the legacy foundation models, but that it comes with a cost. And are you able to recoup the cost and then provide it through it? So that was unclear. And second is you mentioned the 80% of the people are currently having problems with the adoption of the technology. You, on the contrary, how are you kind of negating that, and why is it easier for your platform to be easier to be adopted? These 2 points I think stood out the most, because there was like a problem statement, but then would love to have a complementary a supplementary solution with that.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. The main problem for wellness providers is to actually get paying clients, period.
Okay. And so how are you helping them get that?
The AI matching will match them by price ideas and symptoms and put them together, and then they have a chance to actually get paying clients. Eventually, there will be a sales team that can actually directly enroll them.
Okay, awesome. Yep, that sounds good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next up is Eli Farhood. Eli, you there?
Yeah, hi Daniel. Hi everyone.
All right,
I'm
we're there.
any
So
who
you got 3 minutes. The time is up. Yeah, you can start.
all right. I apologize. I couldn't put this full screen. I was trying hard. I don't know what's wrong, but I'm gonna do it just like that. So hi everyone. I'm Eli Farhood. I'm the founder of Catch ID, and what we do is that we protect your business from identity cyber threats. We use biometrics, and it's 100% password free. Our team is comprised of veterans in fintech, cybersecurity, AI, machine vision. We have 4 successful exits. We come from prestigious organizations like Symantec, Raytheon, IBM, and others. Why we created Catch? We're really all passionate about cybersecurity. We want to end credentials because 80% of fraud is based on stolen credentials, and we want to redefine identity access and security in the age of AI. So here's the problem. Digital passwords were first used by an MIT professor in 1961. This means we're protecting our identities in the age of AI with 60-year-old technology. That doesn't make sense for us as a team. And so here are the problems. Workforce identity theft. It really just takes one identity to compromise your business. If you have a breach, you're exposed to ransomware, to reputational damage, to financial loss and regulatory scrutiny. Another problem is workforce friction. Login failures, expired password. There are multi-point business disruptions that are costing businesses a lot of money, like credential management, lost revenue and conversions, and security trade-offs. It's especially when it comes to employee stress and fatigue. Catch is our solution, where Sarah used her hand to wave in a few seconds to log into any system from any device securely. She doesn't have any credentials to worry about, to reset or manage, and she's productive, enjoying her time at work. So we eliminate credentials for biometrics. No more passwords, no more two-factor authentication. It's convenience on any device, zero friction, one-step universal verification, and no identity risks, which is really important. Like I said, 80% of fraud is based on identity. Ransomwares are rampant, and identity theft fraud is just quadrupling since 4 years. Our business model is based on a $500 charge per employee annually for the enterprise market. And here's what clients are saying about Catch. We remove friction, hardware deployment problems, because hardware is a huge barrier for adoption when it comes to biometric. And what 200 investors said about Catch, they said the same thing. No equipment requirement. It streamlines payment. And of course, there's a lot of passion about what we're doing. We have very good feedback from those investors. So why we are better than device-based solutions? It's really simple, because we don't need any special device. We are scalable, while all those that rely on a special device are not. Our go-to-market strategy is based on partnerships, social reach, and direct sales. And this is the landscape for the workforce identity market, which is divided in 2 pieces: 35 billion for workforce identity and privilege access, 15 billion. The good news is that this market is growing at 17% compounded annual growth rate. By 2030, it's going to become 200 billion market.
The time is up. If you can say your final statement, and we'll continue.
Yeah, we were recognized by these organizations. Final statement: we want you to join us to democratize access and protect our identities from data breaches.
Sounds good. Thank you. Harshal, would you like to start?
Absolutely. So thank you so much for your pitch here. I think it's a good idea that you're trying to build, but firstly, I think it's a crowded space. So I think it's extremely important to address your competitive landscape here. We have multiple LastPass, 1Password who are trying to streamline password management as a whole. I know you're trying to steer more towards the biometric side of things. Second aspect that I would love to kind of incorporate here is if you're using a Palm technology, let's say, so I was just on your website, it mentions like Palm, right? It's easier to clone a palm, as like, I can just take a photo of someone else's palm and just like, that will be weird, but like, hackers can obviously do that, right? And how are you preventing that last mile security is something I would be curious to start looking into your solution. And I think that these are the 2 points I would love for you to touch on. But apart from that, I think you had a good flow to the presentation.
Thank you. Yeah, the first point, I mean, it's easy. You look at the market is super crowded, not just crowded, but to be honest, most of the competitors, I can put them in one camp. They're offering the same thing, repackaging the same solution, just using different marketing tactics. I don't see a real differentiator. Our differentiator is that we are eliminating the device, which is a huge barrier for mass adoption when it comes to biometrics. And think about that. If just a retail store chain across the US want to install a biometric solution for payments, they have to install it at all those locations. That's just a huge cost, and there's a maintenance cost for those devices. So that's why we're eliminating this. When it comes to password, you said there are password managers. Absolutely, and we don't want to use password at all. The eventual goal of our tech is to eliminate credentials, because this is what hackers are looking for. And the last part of your question, how to differentiate ourselves in terms of the security, we built this to literally defend against AI attacks, such as taking a picture of someone's palm. Of course, this is the first thing we thought about, because people today use passwords, and if that it was stolen, they can change it. They can change their hand. This is why it has to be extremely powerful and secure before someone will even use our product. So yeah, think about videos, photos, even 3D printed hand won't work, because the core technology is covered by IP that we haven't filed yet, but we're in the filing process, that actually help us differentiate between a human biometric and a fake biometric.
Okay, yeah, that's super helpful. I'll hand it over to Alex now.
Yeah, thanks. I'll actually, I have like a small comment only. You mentioned 200 plus investors somewhere. It's like your investors, or you have 200 investors already invested in your company?
Yeah, we had a public offering through our website. People can go invest. Everyone can invest.
Kind of like crowdfunding?
Kind of like a crowdfunding. And so far we have 200 investors, yes.
And how much did you raise already?
So far, $107,000 last time I checked.
Okay. Cool. So just like directly from your website, I can invest like something, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, cool. Cool. Maybe just like to say a couple more words about that already like you have 200 plus investors, like a big deal, and they already invest something. So I missed that part. Maybe you mentioned it, but I missed that. So all other is like a great pitch. I got the idea, I got what you're doing. I like the slides, I like the flow. Maybe like to train a little bit just to be on time, like just to feed the timing, but all others, it's pretty good. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Eli. And the last founder for today is Mike Merkur. How do I pronounce your last name correctly?
Merkur is
okay. So
I live in Canada, but my grandfather's from Germany, so I think it means Mercury in German. And yeah, I actually have a fun. I'm coming from quite a different space here, so I have here just showing it here. I have like a puzzle for kids, and I'm going to share my screen shortly. But you can imagine just a bunch of like Lego-like pieces, so miles different from raising money, a big company. This is like a little toy, $30 at Walmart. And I'll share my screen to show the software.
Perfect.
Victoria, you saw it actually. You saw it before. So, okay. So here we go. Yeah, so what we're looking at here is a universal language, and we can turn songs into Lego-like pictogram patterns. So here I have on screen, I have a whole pile of these, like hundreds of these in my basement. But for example, you can pick like any language. Here I'm picking like Hebrew, for example, and then this would be like the national anthem, popular prayers, etc. And the way it works is, let me just get to the one yeah, so just a little taste here is that every kind of like you take the song in Hebrew, Chinese, Russian, French, any language, and you map it to a fixed kind of fractal pattern. And then kids like to play with it, building the blocks. So yeah, and you can pick any language. Let's say Russian, for example. So Katyusha, Razdvital, Yablane, Grusha, etc. And a long story short, the goal here is to use a fixed chart of colors and numbers and grouping of letters into like kind of like a cool pattern. And in this way, we can, convert any song in any language, verse by verse, word for word, into a Lego-like pattern. And there's a patent. And the goal is to really to partner with a toy company to release the product. And it's fun when I've been learning all about, you can imagine so many different languages. Like I don't speak German so well, but it's cool when you can like just like you can imagine like the German national anthem. But with this tool, with the software and building it, it becomes fun, enjoyable, and yeah. And that is, and then yes, I'm holding a little example of the language in my hand here. It's kind of like a little bookmark that kids get, and there's a YouTube channel for world mini music. So it's kind of like a game, fun thing for kids. Not a big investment thing, but connecting with a few angels and putting together, kind of assembling these charts. Oh, we got something like that. So imagine 40 songs, and then they're all in a puzzle unit, looking like $30, $40 in Walmart, that kind of thing. They release the product, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay,
Yeah.
experts, who would like to start?
Let me start maybe. I really like the idea. I became a dad like a couple of months ago, so I believe that already my apartment already like I'm snowed under the toys and all the stuff, like children stuff already, you know. But I really like the concept. So as I understood it, you can you have any song and you can make you can code it with this toy and make as then make kind of like QR barcode, whatever you call it, with then like it's cool. And maybe other game is like to decode it back. So like guess what song it is. Yeah, it's a cool thing.
Exactly.
I like it. I like the pitch. I like the way. Like I like the vibe actually, and like I don't know, like a good mood, good atmosphere pitch. So I don't know. Good luck. Only want to say the good luck. Like make it real. Maybe make a small, cheap prototype with 3D printing and all this stuff that we did for Capsule App. So it's like it's really, really easy and cheap to do. And try to I don't know, like to. I used pre-launch campaigns to make to test pre-launch market. So like what they do, for a couple $1,000s, you can test real clients that they put their credit cards on the website and say, I want to buy it. And you can test the market by a couple $1,000s. You can test the market with that tool. And then you can go to investor and say, look, I tested, and like thousands of real people, they pre-ordered it and they already like put their credit card and ordered like when they're ready to ship, they ready to pay like the rest of the sum. So if you do some kind of that test, you can really, I think you can really easy raise a small fund and make some first maybe first pilot, I don't know, like 1,000 items and try to sell from the website. And that's easy way to do it. And maybe you'll realize that you don't need a huge investments to do that. Maybe you can start with small, or maybe crowd investing, that's for you as well. Because like I will invest couple $100 in such company for just for fun, and you'll send me like a special, I don't know, special box, and that will be the first one, so I'm in. Yeah,
Fun is actually a great idea for such a project. So okay, well,
thank you.
Thank you,
Awesome.
Alec. Yeah.
Mike, I have to say you've got great energy. I think this was one of the most unique pitches I've seen directly with the interacting with the product. I thought I was using the product myself. So love that aspect about it. I think it's you have so many use cases. I think Alex touched on a couple of them. I can think on top of my head, you are like a great fit for Montessori's, kindergartens, and like early stages of schooling as well. And it you can have like a massive B2, like B2B angle, or else like a B2G, which is directly selling to these schools. And I see a lot of implications about like your product being there, plus the edtech spin on it. You can also have like early rhymes, or even like a patriotic angle to it. One thing that I would love to see in your pitch here is, you mentioned like it may be an investment angle. I think there's a massive investment angle to this. A lot of like toy companies out there, it's the toy tech is one of the industries that I look at personally as well, and it's like a massive industry. So definitely it has a good investment case as well. A couple of things to keep in mind here is, you are like, it would be good for you to speak about a bit of business model, and the liberty that you get when you create a software for yourself is you don't sell the product itself, you also sell the software along with it. So you can charge like a yearly subscription fee, right? And it can be super minimal, but I'm pretty sure if the education angle is good enough for parents, I'm pretty sure everyone would be more than happy to pay a couple of $100 to get your software as well, right? And I think you have the product, you have everything set out, just have like carved out business model. I'm more than happy to connect. We work with some corporates on the toy making industry side. So happy to just kind of see if there are any synergies there. But overall, I think love the energy, great pitch.
Yeah, thanks so much for having the chance to talk everything out. Excellent. Thank you so much, everyone.
Absolutely, Mike. And thank you so much for joining us today. And I think that was a really great way to conclude the event. And just wanted to add that I had a meeting with Mike, was it like a couple months ago or so? And that was one of the sweetest, nicest, warmest meetings I've ever had. And I just genuinely love the idea, love the energy, and the inspiration and your excitement about it. So as you can see, I cannot erase a smile from my face. So thank you so much for joining us today. And yes, I'm posting the very final list of participants just for the judges to see. So Daniel, if you could please remove Mike from the stage and come back yourself, that would be great. And first of all, thank you so much to all the founders today for your participation, for wonderful presentations, and would love to ask the experts for the very last piece of wisdom for today, and also would love to hear, who do you think was the most prepared, whose speech actually you think is ready to be presented to investors. Yeah, would love to hear your thoughts on that. Alex, if you'd like to start.
I started to like Mike, and it was Michael. I'm sorry that if I pronounced him correctly, Pankovitz. I like that one. So I guess, guys, you are really just like stop reading and you're really close to great pitch.
Awesome. And what is, let's say, like a piece of advice you'd like to share with all the founders?
Try, guys, to pitch more. So like more you train, more you more results you'll have. So try to use any opportunity to train not only to your colleagues or to your friends, but to go to outside and to pitch to random people like as we are right now. It's the great opportunity right now, like to train, to improve, and to the next time when I don't know, like there will be the right investor in front of you, you'll be ready for that right pitch. Okay, so like train more, and good luck for everyone. I see like a lot of great ideas, a lot of great startups. Not all of them were B2B, so maybe I hope I was I don't know, like I gave you some value as the result of this session. So good luck to everyone, and thanks for having me. I hope to join you again next time.
Sure. Thank you so much, Alex. Harshal.
Awesome. So maybe to answer your first question, Victoria, it was a difficult thing to pick who was the best. I think all of them got all your heart and energy into what you're building. And sometimes it's not that you're building the wrong thing, it's the way you're presenting, and that's the only thing that we were trying to solve here. So if I've given any critical feedback, please take it in a assertive manner, but maybe just to rank, I think Michael and Mike will be my top picks as well. So yeah, in a similar manner. So great job, you guys. I think everyone has a good product. A couple of nuggets from my side, and what I see. One thing I mentioned during a feedback is it's always good to pitch and see what the other person wants and understand their needs first, and then work your pitch backwards. So always what do they want to hear and not what you want to say, right? Because people tune out really quick, and you just have attention span of like 1.5 minute when you are going through so many pitches, right? So the most critical components should be in the first minute or 1.5 minute, and then the lighter components can follow. Second, something all of you all are early stage, so pre-seed or seed companies, and something that I always did as a founder myself is I used to have a say-do ratio. Is what I'm saying is the same thing that I'm doing, right? So in the next 4 weeks, I will have 3 customers onboarded, and then always whenever you are in an investor meeting, have that in your pitch and just call it a say-do ratio. So this is what I'm saying I'll do, and then when you have an investor update, just mention that, hey, I did this. And this is a very good indication for us investors, because we like to see founders who do things, right? A lot of say they will do, but not a lot of people do. So would love to have that component integrated. But yeah, overall, it was a great pitch. Thank you, Daniel and Victoria, for having me again. I always love this community that you guys are building, and love the energy that you guys bring into the events as well.
Our pleasure. Thank you so much. Daniel, do you have any comments?
No, it's been fantastic. I don't want to judge which product was better, because we already have some feedback. But I was personally immersed into the final pitch because of the game itself. It was a really creative way to display it. It was fantastic. But overall, I think we nailed it today again, and we're gonna make a lot of new events. The future one will be GGW Sharks online and offline in June, and the next one will be big with New York Tech Week together online. So tune in and look for news. I've posted, or I should post the link to the. Yeah, I did. We did. So just RSVP to the next events. We'll have more, and connect with our team, Victoria and Alex. They will help you to get connected with amazing investors.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Daniel. Yeah, guys who hadn't had a chance to pitch, please make sure to send me an email. I'm happy to add you to the list for the June session. Make sure that you have your profile on the Go Global World platform filled out. If you need any help with that, please let me know. My email address is already posted in the comment section. If I'm not mistaken, I also posted my calendar link. So let's hop on a call, talk about investments and how we can connect you with 500, sorry, not 100,000 investors through our platform. And yeah, super happy to have you with us today. Great energy, great companies, and looking forward to seeing familiar faces at the next session as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks, Alex. Thank you, Harshal. Fantastic. Yeah. Take care, guys.